see all your social media presence. You guys put a lot of effort into it, and I really, really do admire that. So my question to you guys, actually, have you always been like this? Have you always been this sort of energetic, full of beans? Or is this something that you developed over the years? Is this just your personality comes right through from the start? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are we all? Hope you're well. Hey, Istvan and Peter here. Hi, Peter.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas, Istvan. Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas. Sorry, guys, we're dressed a little bit silly. This is our last one for the year, so we thought, you know what? Why not? Hey, why not slap a hat on, and why not get our Christmas jumpers on? And I even got a glass of wine. Why not? So I hope you're well. Peter's on a cider. He's not doing wine, so never mind. Anyway, so how is everyone this evening, guys? So we are good. Like I said, I've got a glass of wine, so I'm all happy. So we are here today because we just wanted to do a little recap of the year. So we've been going for a little while now. It's a few months. I can't remember exactly when we started, but seems like ages away. But it also seems like yesterday. So it's we just wanted to do a little sort of recap, a very quick one just before Christmas. We didn't want to move over to the new year without saying goodbye to 2020, which has been a brilliant year, as you all know it. No, I'm lying. But we didn't want to say, didn't want to move to the new year without saying our goodbyes to you guys. So I've got a couple of people saying hi, hello, Facebook user. I will have a quick look at who you are in a minute. If you could just click on a link above the live, it says allow your name to be displayed. That would be brilliant. Thank you. Hey, Alex, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Yes, very Christmassy, Sugar. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. we do try. I think Peter's beaten me in the hat department. I think his is definitely better than mine, but never mind. I'm beating him in the
definitely
Christmas jumper department.
The jumper, I couldn't beat you. Definitely. Hi, Benedict.
Yeah, absolutely. So we thought we'd do a little recap of the year, guys. So that's all we're here today. That's what we're here for today. We just wanted to thank everyone who's been joining us on a weekly basis. So it often feels like, a bit lonely because, Peter and myself talking to each other. But thankfully, we've been quite blessed as well because we've had quite a few people join us on this little show. So what we did is we did a few sort of snippets of the shows that we had over the last few months. We've had quite a few people, which has been absolutely lovely. Lots of people with lots of great knowledge, some bigger names than others, but all had great energy and great knowledge and great experiences to share. So it's been a pleasure to have everyone. And like I say, we just wanted to thank everyone who joined us. Thank you guys as well who are here today and also who have been joining us on a weekly basis. We'll play you little snippets of what we have done in the last few months. We got Paula here with us as well. Love your head, so I thank you, Paula. It's a bit warm, if I'm honest, but I should be okay for a few minutes, I think.
We have to make the sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all I had to say. Peter, is there anything you want to say to people who are watching?
You summed up everything so well. So I can't even add anything. Maybe just a small things. I really love your jumper. Honestly, I wish I could have found something at least similar, but I wasn't able to do so. So well done, congrats. And yes, all I want to say, just guys, those of you who just joined later in the last couple of weeks, and some of you joined a long time, being with us, and joined to our groups as well, and for the lives and everything. We're really thankful to you to be here and having you here. We're gonna do everything as well from next year, even more. To helping you and giving you as much content as possible. Don't forget, you can always send us a text, a message, what subject you want us to cover, and we're gonna do our best. But tonight is not about that. Tonight is about a bit relaxing, less content, more fun. And yes, as Istvan mentioned, I can't wait. I never see myself. I can't wait this recap video about us and about our star guests, if I might say. And I really excited to see, Istvan, what you got.
Yeah, me too. And what you just said was actually really good cue into this, because I wanted to say as well that, look, we want to get even more people come onto the show next year. So it's nice for us to have a little chat, with one another. But also, if you've got someone who would love to see come and chat to us, then let us know, and we will try our very best to invite that person, and we could ask all the questions that you guys want answered. So without further ado, I am going to try, see if this works, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to have to find the right screen. So far, so good. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going to play this video, so enjoy. Oh, hi. Good evening. Oh, how are we all? We got this guy here, Kevin McDonald. What sort of made you become a trainer? What sort of got to the point where it triggered you that, okay, look, property is great, but that's not just what I want to do properly. I want to train people. What was the trigger for you? Why did you come to this conclusion?
That actually happened by accident, really. Literally, I went to Progressive 2013 for the Super Conference. 2014, end of 13 and then through 14, I did my trainings, and my aim was replace my income. And I replaced my income, and I thought I'd always want to just cover my income. And when I replaced my income, I thought, well, if I quit my job, then I've got my income, but if a boiler breaks or something needs to be done, will I get a mortgage, etc. So I stayed in my job and I doubled the income. I doubled it quicker than it took me to replace it. And then I stayed again. And then I went 3 days a week, and I built up a decent portfolio of rent-to-rent properties and started to buy and started to do some more creative stuff.
What really normally done mean? I mean, your opinion, like, a lot of people were skeptical when they heard about all this stuff. Just suddenly the light just opened and you heard a lot of stuff. You can do this, you can do that, JV. So please, what no money down mean for you, Kevin?
No money down means 4 things, right? It means literally no money down, because I know people and I've taught people who do deals with 0 money. You can get rent-free periods from landlords, you can get option agreements, you can get deals with 0 money. So it's no money, none of your own money, so someone else's money, joint venture partner, it could be and it doesn't have to be just a JV partner, it could be the vendor. That people go and find a deal and then go looking for the money from a JV partner, when the money could be the owner of the house, because the money is actually in the bricks and mortar of the house. So why don't you JV with the owner? So it's no money, none of your own money, right? No money left in, so you'd refurbish, refinance, leave no money in, or very little money. Now somebody's going to go immediately, the keyboard warrior, oh, very little money is no money. That's not no money.
I knew it.
Yeah. But very little money. If you're trying to buy a house and build a property portfolio and you need 25% deposit to buy the house, and you need stamp duty money and legal money and refurb money, that you could be talking, depending on, in an average part of the UK, you're talking 60, 70 grand. If you can get the keys of that house for 2-3 grand, the leverage is phenomenal. Now that 2 to 3 grand, one of the first rent deals I did, I needed about just under 3 grand to do the deal. It was 2.5-ish grand to do the deal. I put it on a credit card, literally, because what I was doing was I was getting furniture, fridge freezers, washing machines. I got a 0% interest credit card, and I put the 3 grand or 2.5-ish grand on the credit card. 0% for 18 months, paid it back within a few months, not advocating getting a credit card to go on holiday and buy handbags and whatever, but use it to invest in something that makes you a return that can make you wealthy. Now, that is When I talk about the concept of no money down, it is not exchanging your time for money in a job, building up a deposit. It is being creative to create the money.
Got some special guests here this evening. Lucy and Stephanie are going to join us this evening for a little chat. You know, they've built a substantial rent-to-own HMO portfolio in a very short space of time, and they've done it in this year, which has been probably one of the most challenging years of all from, you know, a lot of property investors' point of view. And they've done it alongside their full-time jobs in the Royal Navy. So if that's not impressive, then I'm not sure what. You know, I love the energy that you bring to basically anything you do. You know, whether it's property or your social media presence, you know, you guys put a lot of effort into it, and I really, really do admire that. So my question to you guys, actually, have you always been like this? Have you always been this sort of energetic, full of beans? Or is this something that you developed over the years? Is this just your personality comes right through from the start?
Red wine, it just helps.
That's why I'm having red wine tonight.
I think it's probably something that's just it just is us, I guess, isn't it? And when we set our minds to something and it's something that we want to do, we set ourselves a goal, we just naturally just do everything that we need to do to achieve it. And normally it's like at all costs, isn't it, really? And we just keep going until we've kind of got that goal. And if we don't get it, we just keep going until we get there. And I think, you know, the interesting thing about property is it's something that we're passionate about. And when it comes to something that you're doing outside of your own job, you know, there's no point just doing something like this for money. It's not worth it. It's doing it because you're passionate about it. And when you're passionate about it, it's no longer hard work, is it? It's just easy. So I don't know if it looks like we're bringing the energy, but, you know, we're just kind of doing what we love, really.
This evening we've got a bit of a special one because we are announcing that we are running a challenge, a 7-day challenge, which the whole aim of the whole challenge is to help people get set up, get going, and get their property businesses off the ground so they can start operating and start making some money.
Even though it's lockdown, but the property market is open. We can get the deals. We can pick up good deals especially for rent to rent. This is a time when landlords, agents tend to be more open towards company lets maybe, and maybe getting signed up on deals like we want deals like HMO high Tony, like HMO deals, service accommodation deals, which is tend to be very hard to negotiate when everything is normal, and families and couples renting properties, agents and landlords tend to prefer them sometimes. But this is a time, the best time, and this is going to be the case in the next couple of months, I believe. This is a time when we can pick up very, very, very good deals, can negotiate a good rent, even rent-free periods, and all this stuff. And this is a time when we have a time to learn. And I'm sure there are a lot of good courses out there. We analyzed all the courses and systems people can have access to them, but none of the course is gonna show you and teach you that's what we're gonna show you, and also none of the courses is created to your needs.
So let's put a challenge on. Let's help people, get a bit of motivation behind themselves. And also get their businesses off the ground if they haven't done so yet. But even for people who already got their business off the ground, this would be a really good sort of push to get even better, start making more money, start getting more deals. And hopefully by that means you're going to be succeeding in achieving your goals quicker. So, guys, we have Kenny on tonight. Kenny, as for those of you who don't know who Kenny is, Kenny is actually took part in our 7-day property business builder challenge a couple of weeks ago, and Kenny was the winner of the challenge. So Kenny has put an amazing effort over the whole 7 days. He was very consistent, consistently getting actions done, consistently getting his message out. He was very active on social media, so we were very, very pleased about how much he's done over the 7 days. And yeah, that basically allowed him to win the 7-day challenge. So
there's so many free resources on the internet that you can read about, but then there's only so much that you can take on. So the natural progression from there onwards was to basically attend a property course, which I did back in August. There's quite a few strategies that exist that I've never ever heard of before, and they all made sense to me, especially something I wish I knew before I bought my first house, and so I really, really wish I did. But now that with all the rent to rent, all the buy refurbish, refinance, and all the other very creative strategies in properties, I just really, really wish I knew before. But no, it's never too late to start in properties, and in fact, it's always a good time to start in properties. And there's so many creative strategies that works.
What made you sort of switch out of them? What made you sort of hop into serviced accommodation? Is there any specific reason for that? Did you enjoy one or the other more?
I think if I had longer hair, you'd think I was a hippie, and that's because I probably go from one thing to another in a fairly natural way. I was in the hotel sector, and that was Sheraton. Then I started working for. I moved from Sheraton. Was invited over to Germany to work for a company called HRS. They're now Germany's biggest OTA, actually. They were developing a corporate booking department at the time, and they said, look, you speak German, you know about corporate hotels, come over and start our new corporate reservations department. They were a big trade fair booker at the time. Mm-hmm. Went over there. They had a relationship with a company called Expatel. They were then the UK's largest corporate hotel booking agency. Within Expatel was an apartment booking department, and that was running since 1980. Expatel got taken over, but the apartment booking end was not taken over.
Right, so that wouldn't be 2020 without a little glitch in your system, I think. So we will stop there. And I will stop the screen share. So there you have it, guys. So we tried to do a little bit of a recap of what we had over the last however many months it's been, 4 or 5. There's been a few special guests, as you can see. So we had Richard, who you just saw, who's one of the experts in serviced accommodation, and Peter works very closely with Richard. Also had Kenny, who was the winner of our 7-day challenge. It was great to have him. Great to have him on the show. You saw Stephanie and Lucy, who are doing some amazing things down the south coast in terms of their property business. And also we had Kevin McDonald. So we're very fortunate to have him, obviously. He's a great addition to our show, whenever that was. I think it was somewhere in November, so it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, these were just a few of the guys who have joined us. So we had many more. And of course, we couldn't put everyone on there just yet because looks like the system didn't really allow us to do any more, so it fell over as it was. But look, guys, we just really wanted to do this evening, really just to thank you for showing your gratitude towards us over the last few months by showing up, giving us your likes, your comments, and keep coming back every Tuesday. So with that, so I'm going to sign up myself. Peter, unless you got something else to say.
Yeah, all I just wanted to say, I'm really, really sorry the whole thing was cut off with Richard, because Richard is a great guy and not just a great friend. He's a humble guy. He's a great, and he's got a huge knowledge So those of you who interested interesting or will interest in service accommodation maybe from next year, that episode itself, only that episode it's a huge. It's I think one of the longest episode was that, maybe over an hour. I remember it was long, but it's a huge knowledge from him. He's over 30 years in the industry, service accommodation, I believe, and everything, corporate and everything else as well. So guys, but not just him. A lot of other people as well, as Istvan mentioned. We can include everybody who was in our show, which is gonna be really a show from next year. I don't wanna say anything at this point, but I can promise you guys, just like we started from somewhere, just like we all start from somewhere. We started a couple of months ago, and we got this point when we had a challenge, when we just gonna launch our courses, guys, to you. Everybody,
Santa hats.
Everybody in a group. We over almost 600 people now within a group, and we just started a couple of months ago. So I believe we're gonna have a couple of thousands by end of next year. I hopefully even over 10,000 group members. So we have a huge goals, and one of the most important, as always, to serve you guys. And those of you who are already involved in property, we want to help to get more. We want to help with our experience to get more, take your business even more. And those of you who just starting out now or just looking to starting out, then a lot free knowledge. You don't need to go somewhere and spending thousands of pounds. You just can come to us, join to a group, join to lives. And sometimes when you're starting out and you want to ask the questions, sometimes if you feel a bit scared at asking question, when you put in a question in a comment below during the live or even after the live, or just shoot a question in a group, or just send a text to us privately, even asking if you want to talk to someone or you want us to talk to someone, and asking those questions you want us to those from that person. We will do everything for you guys. Honestly, we will do our best. We're not scared of anybody. We're gonna chase whoever you want to talk to or you want to see in the show. I can promise you, we're gonna get in touch with them, and we're gonna chase them until we're gonna get them and literally pull them into the show. But honestly, we're gonna get a huge things from next year and all this for you guys. And I really thank you for everything and all your support till now.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Thank you all. Have an absolutely fantastic Christmas. I know you can't socialize. I know you can't probably see your families, but just make the most of it, guys. That's all we've got. So we just have to get on with it. Next year's got to be a better one, surely, right? So let's think positive, make the most and the best of what we currently have, and try and enjoy the festive period. And here's to a really good 2021, everyone. So we shall see you in the new year. We'll be back in the first week of January. Until then, see you later.